A conversation with the management and we'll come back to you. KEI Industries, that's the first corporate that we're speaking to today. HSBC, after meeting the management, says that they're confident of mid-teen revenue growth in the medium term, along with an improvement in the EBITDA margins as well as working capital. Mr. Anil Gupta, the CMD at KEI Industries, joins us to fill us in with some details on that front. Hi, Mr. Gupta. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, the last time we chatted as well, you were sounding reasonably confident that mid-teens is something that you can grow with. Could you tell us, for the coming year, that's for FY24, what kind of number are you looking at growing? And margins as well were closer to around 11%. For the coming year, to what level can they improve by?
Yeah, good morning, Prashant. Sorry, Nigel. In the financial year 24, as I indicated earlier, we expect a revenue growth of close to 15 to 17%. Although I'm always conservative in my saying, and midterm, aspect of demand and our growth is quite good. Because of the good infrastructure pipeline and industry growth all around, we see a good amount of growth in the cable business.
Okay, sorry, that's the cable business. I just want to understand, last time when we spoke with you, you said in the EPC business, there are some cash flow issues that you're facing. Have you resolved them now? And do you still maintain 500 crores from the EPC business?
Yes, we are going slow on EPC business, and actually this is not our core business. It was basically started some 8-9 years back to supplement our cable business. Wherever the cable demand in the particular project is good, that was the aspect, and we want to remain it near to 500 crore. We don't want to grow it much. But although the EPC pipeline is good from the distribution companies and transmission companies and other sectors.
Okay, all right. Mr. Gupta, I missed the margin number. You told us that mid-teens growth and you're being a little conservative, though demand is strong. What about margins? Could you tell us what kind of a guidance you have out there? And out of this revenue, how much of it will come in from exports? What do you end this year with? And for next year, what is your target on the exports front?
EBITDA margin, we expect to maintain between 10.5% to 11%. So far as exports are concerned, this year we expect around 11%, 10 to 11% of sales coming from exports. But next year we expect around 12.5 to 13% of sales coming from exports. So the number in exports will definitely grow because we have a very strong order book in export at the moment. And even from the domestic market, the order booking is quite strong. Similarly, in this quarter, although February was a little slow, but we see a good push in our housewire sales also this month. And we expect next year it will continue.
Okay, all right. So that's 11% EBITDA margin that you're looking to maintain. Got that. And 10 to 11% of your sales will come from exports, at least in the next year. You had a new Greenfield plant that was to be commissioned in the second half of FY24. Are you on track to do that? And once the plant comes on stream, what kind of revenue contribution do you see? Will it largely be for domestic? And, what would the growth look like?
See, our plan to complete the Greenfield project is a bit delayed because of the land acquisition issue. So we expect that to go on stream somewhere in FY25, somewhere in the middle of that. But we are doing brownfield expansion in our Silvassa plant with a expense of around 100 crore rupees. That will bring around 15 to 20% more capacity in the FY24 for us to grow. And even in our other plants in North India, we are doing a debottlenecking, and will be able to increase the production by 10 to 15% there also.
What is your capacity utilization right now, Mr. Gupta? What are you operating at?
In cables, we are almost utilizing more than 90% now. And in housewire business, around 65%. So we have sufficient capacity to grow in housewire business, but in cables, we are doing debottlenecking and brownfield expansion in our Silvassa plant.
All right, Mr. Gupta, talking about market share, could you tell us for both cables and wires, how much is the unorganized market?
See, it is very difficult to predict that what is the unorganized market, but we believe around 25% is the share of the unorganized market. And I think they are catering to very small or unorganized projects or small medium scale industries.
Yeah.
So but some shift we will see in the coming years from unorganized to organized sector.
So you're gaining market share, right? I think last time when you joined us, you told us your market share could have gone up by close to around 100 basis points, 1%. Do you have an updated number? And for the coming year, given the kind of growth you're going to be looking at, plus the shift from unorganized to organized, what's the outlook?
It is very difficult to predict what is the shift from unorganized to organized. So far our market share is concerned, we expect to grow by 15 to 18% in the next financial year. But I do not know how much it will be from the shift. But definitely we will be expanding our markets within domestic India as well as exports. We see a very good potential for exports when our new plants comes up, because at the moment we are feeling capacity constraints.
Okay, just one thing. Since you said that, you're expanding the business, you're putting capacity on board, exports are picking up, is there any scope to increase the dividend payout as well?
I think this year also we increased the dividend from 2 rupees 50 paisa to 3 rupees in this interim dividend which we declared in March. And definitely we'll review this suggestion of increasing the dividend payout.
All right, that'll be good. Just one last thing. Once in a while we hear from companies we speak with that the local market is showing some signs of slowdown. Are you seeing any of that?
See, I don't see a slowdown, at least in our industry, because this is more driven by capex in infrastructure sector as well as the new industries which are coming up. So, there is a bit of good investment being planned, and government infrastructure pipeline is more than 10 lakh crore in this central government budget, as well as state governments have different plans in their budgets. So we don't see a slowdown in at least the demand of cables.
All right, fair enough, Mr. Gupta. Good luck. Thank you very much for joining us as always here on CNBC.